WWE, May 12th, 2025. We'll talk about it next. But if you are new, like and subscribe. Okay, so before we get into it, remember last week when I said that I was surprised that Logan Paul did not get involved in this situation? Well, he actually did. He knocked out Jey Uso again after Raw went off the air. So, I mean, this storyline, Logan Paul's been getting the best of it. Jey Uso might have knocked out Logan Paul like once with the super kick, but Logan Paul knocked him out on Raw a few weeks ago and then knocked him out again off air. So, this is where it's going. Anyways, besides that, they announced that Logan Paul versus Jey Uso will happen. At Saturday night's main event, which they're using that silly name again. Anyway, Jey Uso was coming out there and he was talking to the people, and Gunther interrupted, and they pretty much just had a back and forth, cutting each other down. Gunther said he's going to go after the winner between him and Logan, and Gunther says that he hopes that it's Jey that wins the match because he wants to actually take the title back from Jey. And we'll see what happens, but this is going to be a pretty cool match. Of course, also Pat talked about how when he went up against Gunther, he said that he was sore tonight. Of course, he threw that in there as well. Becky Lynch was out there and pretty much just pumped herself up for like a good 2 to 3 minutes. She talked about how she said really Lyra is the one who lost because Lyra needed to be cared for after Backlash. Because remember, she attacked Lyra after the match. I mean, I don't think she's done with Lyra yet. I really don't. She said all the women's wrestlers felt like it was finally safe when she took that break. She said, but now she's back. And after that, she walked out. I really don't think she's done with this Lyra situation, but we'll see what comes of it. CM Punk came out there and started talking on the microphone. And of course, he started talking about Paul Heyman a little bit because, again, this situation from last week. The storyline is spreading in a few different directions. It was not long before he was interrupted by Paul Heyman, and a few minutes later, Seth Rollins and Braun Breaker also came out there, and they had a little bit of back and forth on the mic. Seth Rollins says he's going to be the next World Heavyweight Champion. CM Punk, or he said something to the effect of CM Punk is why Seth Rollins is not champion, something like that. And CM Punk, he said he's going to make sure that Seth Rollins is not champion as long as he's standing on his 2 feet. Seth Rollins said that he can maybe arrange that. And guess what? They all started walking down there, I guess, for like the brawl, right? Punk and Braun Breaker were brawling each other. Then he went after Seth Rollins, and then the numbers game got to Punk. And then Sammy came to save the day, and then everyone started brawling. And then Jey Uso came after that, and it was the same ending as last week with the 3 faces standing tall. I mean, this is going somewhere. I'm sure some 6-man tag team or something somewhere. I don't know, but we'll see. Okay, so Ludwig Kaiser was being interviewed, and then you heard a bunch of crashing and all these other sorts of things. The interview got interrupted, and the camera panned over, and you saw Braun Breaker just attacked Jey Uso. So not only does he have to deal with Logan Paul, he also has to deal with Braun Breaker. Braun Breaker is probably going to get involved in that match when he goes up against Logan Paul. I mean, Braun Breaker could get involved impossibly. I don't know, maybe Seth Rollins as well. But now he has more than one threat at one time coming after him. So Jey Uso is in that same position that Randy Orton was in back in 2020 Remember when he first won that championship? There was multiple people that were in line for that championship, 2020 or 2021, something like that. I think you guys know the time period I'm talking about after you beat Drew McIntyre for the title in October 2021. Drew McIntyre was there. Um, uh, Roman Reigns was fresh off of his return, and it wasn't much longer after. I know the Fiend got involved somewhere in there. Okay, enough reliving, right? Let's stay focused. It's a good storyline though. Randy Orton, man, Randy Orton, 2020 and 2021, man, he had a really good run. Anyway, focusing on the main point, Jey Uso got attacked again. Sami Zayn, all the guards, and CM Punk all came to check on Jey Uso. And yeah, man, Jey Uso just suffers now. That's it for this video though, peeps. Peace out, peeps.